welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. I'm back! Kaylee's back. Kaylee's back for a video. She's home for the week. And by the way, the lighting is this orange only because it is now 6:30 and we started filming this video at about 4:30. So it's 2 hours later and we're doing the intro at the end. So apologies for the terrible lighting. So Kaylee is a performer. She has a job which requires her to eat, sleep, breathe, live at the place where she works. So she doesn't live with me anymore. If you're new here, then welcome. You won't actually have met Kaylee. But if you're not new here and you've been here from the very beginning, then Kaylee used to be in the videos like all the time. Every week she'd make an appearance, just pop up. And recently she hasn't been able to do that because of her work. And so she recognised that and she did send out an apology video a little while back. So if you haven't checked that video out, go and check it out. My camera's about to die, so what we're gonna do is a really quick Q&A. We've asked you guys some questions. A lot of them are anonymous questions. We've got some on Instagram and we've got some on the app NGL, is that right? Yeah. Yeah, so we're just gonna go through all of them and answer all of your questions. Hopefully it gets juicy. Let's crack on with the video. Should I start with the Instagram ones first? Yeah. First question, how are you both?
Grooving.
Grooving. I'm alright.
Don't lie.
Don't lie.
You don't want to lie to your friends.
I'm alright. You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
I'm alright.
You alright?
You alright?
Yeah.
My other ones on Instagram are, when is your next Disney trip together? I love your vlogs. Thank you. We don't have one. I want to go to Florida next year with Ben. Kaylee has been invited. She just doesn't know she can come. And to be fair, we don't even know if we can go. So, would you go back to Paris or would you do Florida?
I don't know. I wouldn't go back to Paris with you guys. Not to be rude, but
rude.
Like,
it was rude. No, I am offended.
Like, I wouldn't say no to a trip if like my friends wanted to go, but I wouldn't plan to go back with the same load of people this close because there's only so much you can do over there. But I'd go to Florida.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a trip planned.
I like roller coasters.
Hello?
What?
Oh, sorry.
Do you have any plans to perform together in the future?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Plans, no. Ideas, yes.
Shannon decided she had life and ruined the plans that we had.
Actually, no, she didn't.
Yeah.
Kaylee decided she enjoyed living away from home more.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you don't have time for me anymore.
I already had the job when you started doing your ideas. It's only that I left that job and started a new job. I would still not be here.
Okay, it's my fault. In my defence, you are sort of leaving me still on my own.
I mean, not really. You need to give me something to choreograph.
I have.
When?
I sent you a screen record of the songs.
Yeah, but you've not actually, like, you're now going off to this. What, I'm just going to choreograph for no reason?
Yes! Honestly, the work ethic
Don't work
is just...
with your family members.
Ben's asked me, do you want to move out? Yes, Ben, I do.
I also want to move out then, if you can pay for that one too.
And that's all the questions. On...
Can you have a little house for me? Like, house. Little house.
Would you want a little summer house to go to the
Yeah,
garden?
like a little room. Like in Friends when they have a room for Joey.
I actually said so to Ben yesterday. I was like, so you know we might have to like move our plans forward for moving out and stuff. He was like, yeah. So I was like, so are we going to have the spare room as Kaylee's room for when she comes home for Christmas? He was like, yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
That's all the ones on Instagram. We're going to move on to the ones on NGL.
Me first.
Okay, you first.
What makes you laugh the most?
No. You do make me laugh, I suppose.
Yeah, but the most?
Nah. It's funny people do. Michael McIntyre, love him. He makes me laugh.
People falling over.
You're horrible.
No, but like, you know when someone, not like hurting themselves, but like...
It's a little clumsy. Oh!
when you see someone trip in public and they try and like pretend they haven't done it.
And then they're like briefly looking around to see if anyone saw.
Or, like,
and you're there like, I saw.
Yeah, when someone like tells you about it.
Like when I told you how I slipped over in the shower.
Yeah.
Have you ever been fired from a job?
Have you?
No. The answer is no.
Me either. What could you possibly do to get fired?
Oh, people do some weird things though, don't they? But then there's just the basics of you can't do the job you're required to do, isn't it? Like, just simple.
Yeah, I guess. But then just be better. Or leave.
Put that on a t-shirt.
You know what I
My
mean?
God.
If it's not the job for you, surely you would know that, so you'd leave and get a different job. Or if it's something that you've got a bad work ethic, then just be better.
Just be better.
Just be better, guys. You know what I mean, though?
I get it.
I'm not being rude.
I mean. Next question.
Has your dream job changed? Has your dream job changed since you were younger?
You can't speak today.
It's the change since. I didn't have a dream job.
I never had a dream job. Mine's definitely changed because I know that I want to be eventually self-employed, and I'm pretty sure 5-year-old me wouldn't have worked that one out. So imagine,
I want to be my
what
own
do you
boss.
want to be? I want to be self-employed. Favourite Disney ride? I'm going to go with Paris because I can't remember any of the ones from Florida. I'm going to say Tower of Terror.
I agree. What class is a Disney ride?
Rides in Disney.
I don't know the parks like you do, so I wouldn't know what ones weren't.
I'll give you a ride name, ready? Expedition Everest.
What's that? Is that the one with the Yeti?
Yes!
Oh, I remember that. Is that at Epcot?
No, Animal Kingdom. God!
God! Right, my go. Your last song on Spotify. But
Which is?
I don't know. I don't even know how you find that out.
If I were to find it, it would probably be Happily Ever After on the fireworks show.
I was listening to One Direction this morning. It was Better Than Words. That was
Better
the
than
song.
words.
That's the last song I've listened to.
Heartbeat.
Every time we touch, I'm all shook up. You make me wanna, how deep is your love?
God only knows. Yeah.
Crazy, crazy.
Ah, woo! The worst advice you've ever given. I'm quite good with advice.
Yeah, me too. Can't take it. I'm
No,
good
you're
at it.
crap at taking it.
Trying to think of advice I've given someone that was like backfired.
But it hasn't, because we're too smart.
Too
We're
emotionally
clued up.
intelligent.
Yeah. Here's some examples though. Stop worrying. Or man up.
You know what? The worst thing I've ever said to someone is everything happens for a reason. Because although, yes, it does in a way, that isn't like a nice thing to say to someone when something really bad's happened and you're like, yeah, well, everything happens for a reason.
Get over it. It's basically what you're saying.
But I'm not. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying, like, this was clearly meant to happen, as bad as it is. But, like, also, that's not what someone wants to hear when they've just gone through, like, a terrible breakup and you're like, yeah, well, it was meant to happen. I've got a dead leg. Oh my god, I've got pins and
You
needles
were right in the
my
middle of
leg.
a story. How
I
did
know.
this... Oh, this is a good one. Someone's example is, winners never quit. I think that's horrible advice. Calculated quitting is how you progress in life. If I never quit, I would be stuck in bad situations. This is so good. I love that. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
But this is not answering the question because neither of us have said these things. But
No, but
We're giving
at the start
examples.
of this year, I was at a job that I wasn't happy in, and that's okay, but I felt like I couldn't quit. I didn't want to give up. I felt
I
like
feel
I was
like you'd be
giving up
failing.
if I said, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, it's the
that
same
is
with
bad
me.
advice, because I wouldn't be as happy as I am now if I'd stayed there.
Yeah, yeah. That's the same with me with like, I went to performing arts college and I hated waking up every day because of the way it made me feel. And I despised it and I was like, if I quit, I'm failing. That's what I was just convinced that's what it was. But the minute I quit, within a week, I had my first performing job. So like, if I hadn't
Sorry,
have quit,
I'm coming back.
I would never have...
I'm not want to hold your story.
So close. Yeah, potentially could have got better at performing and would have gone on to do better things, but it just wasn't for me, and I would have just been, I would have hated waking up every single day for 4+ years. Like, why do that to yourself?
But like,
Quitting's not failing.
you know, like only you know how much you can go through. So like, even if someone's like, oh, you can do this, if you physically feel like you cannot do it,
Yeah.
then don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I was in the same position in 2020 where I was not enjoying my job, but I refused to leave because I knew that something else could come out of it. And then I had a good time, but then this year I was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not going to stick it out. I did stick it out for a bit, to be
You
fair.
did, you tried.
But it got to a point where I was like, no, I don't want to anymore. And just because I quit
Life's
didn't
too
mean that I was
short
like...
to just power through for that long. If it's something that's really going to help you and it's only for a short period of time, I can get it. I can appreciate things like that. But like a whole year of work that you don't like, just to be able to say that you completed a whole year of that one thing, what's the point?
It's not worth it. It's not worth the unhappiness of it. Like,
No. Agreed. Thank you for coming to our TikTok.
So, the question was the worst piece of advice that you've given. And
we haven't given any.
A lot of it, and I hope it was good.
This one says, spill the tea on your first kiss. It might have actually been one of the school ones. You know when, like, back in the day when you were in, like, primary school, and even to hug your boyfriend that you probably had for about a day was like, whoa, you just hug them. If you ask my friend Rosie, she was part of this. He wrote like a little note to give to Rosie, to give to me, and it said for me to meet him at the end of school to give him a kiss. And I replied on the note, gave it back to Rosie. Rosie gave it back. Yeah, and this was like, this must have been like year 4 or year 3.
Your first kiss was in year 4?
Yeah, but it only would have been like...
Oh, well, that doesn't count.
Oh. Well, what do you think I was going to be doing in year 4? Jesus Christ!
No, I don't mean like a kiss counts, but when it's like literally like a peg, like it's got to be at least 3 seconds to be like your first kiss.
Sorry, is that written down somewhere?
Because if that's the case, is mine, and I'm not having that.
That's so funny. Okay.
But you agree, right?
For that reason, we'll get rid of that.
I had a first kiss that is not first kiss because I don't count it.
That's not how the game goes.
No, but like it
that's not the rules.
No, it doesn't count because I didn't kiss.
What happened? It's gonna like suck your face.
Well, yeah, because no, I was at a party and I thought that I like really liked this boy, and then he tried to kiss me, and I'd never kissed anyone before, so I kind of just went, and I didn't like it, and it was really sloppy and really gross. So I didn't kiss, so I don't count that.
You're really spilling the tea on this first kiss right now. The first kiss that's not the first kiss. So what was your
my
first kiss
would have been Sean.
Your turn.
Name one thing each of you is proud of for the other person to have overcome recently. Deep. Jesus. Well, you're Jesus. Well, you survived the dentist today. I did.
And I was actually very proud of you because last time Kay went to the dentist, she had a mental breakdown.
I did. I've never been scared of the dentist.
I'm the one that's scared of the dentist. I freak out every time.
Like, I mean, nobody likes the dentist. It's the dentist. But, like, I've never had a problem. Just always turned up, done it, gone home. She's always been really, really scared.
You spent the entire time on the way there and in the waiting room trying to calm me down. And then the minute you walked in, you just burst into tears and just freaked out, didn't you?
Yeah.
But today, she went in and she did really, really well.
I did it.
And I was proud. That's like a minor thing, but...
It's something.
That's the most recent thing I can think of.
It's the little things.
It is the little things. You smashed it, well done.
To be fair, yesterday, she went to Alton Towers and it didn't go to plan, let's be honest. They had to come home after an hour of being... They went up there and stayed over the night and everything, and then it rained, so they literally spent an hour at the park and did one ride. And she come home and...
Which is why this video is here, because you would have had Norton Towers vlog, but now you don't.
You're welcome. She came home and she wasn't in a bad mood. And I could sense that she wanted to be. Because when I said, what did I say to you? Oh, you were like, it's going to be one of those days in the car.
Oh, yeah.
She had a little snippet of what could have been.
Yeah, because the minute we left to go somewhere, traffic just came from every end of Benfleet and we couldn't get anywhere.
She was like, oh, it's just going to be one of those days for me. And I was like, no, none of that, please. Because you've been fine all day. That
I'm not that bad.
is called development. And I'm very proud of you for it.
That makes me sound like an utter psycho.
No, but like, you were very affected by things. If like...
Yes, I don't know how to control my emotions sometimes.
You allowed other things and other people to control your own emotions instead of feeling what you want to feel. And yesterday, you felt what you wanted to feel. You were very positive about the whole situation.
Okay.
Character development.
Who is your favourite and least favourite friend of each other? No names.
No names.
No names.
Because that's mean.
We can say the names, I'll beat them
up. Let's be honest, who cares for my opinion?
True. Favourite first?
My favourite friend of yours is...
Okay.
She's just consistent. She is.
She's consistent.
She's always there for you and...
She's hilarious.
She is hilarious.
I'm going to go with...
Good choice.
Because she's hilarious.
She is.
She's there for you. She's like one of those pick-me-up type of people as well, and that's great.
Yeah.
And she makes time for you.
She does.
All the bare minimum, by the way, but...
Yeah.
They're going, well, yeah, surely they wouldn't be friends otherwise. But you'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. Yeah, no, she's a good friend.
She's my choice. Least favourite?
I would say...
Oh.
Actually, I've got a joint last place, I think. I'm going to say...
Oh.
Because I feel like her morals don't line up with yours. As people, you're very different. But yeah, I would choose that person.
My least favourite of your friends would be, I think for her, it's convenience. I think she's great. I think she's great fun to be around. But I don't think she's been a very good friend to you.
Fairs.
Battery changed.
Next question. What's the stupidest thing you thought as a kid? I think one of mine would be like, it really does not matter what people think about you. Because I feel like I mean, I've always been a people pleaser. I'm sure you all know. Everyone watching this. But like, I'm not anymore. As a kid, I was like, I wanted everyone to like me. And then like, I got to like 15 and there was people that didn't like me for some reason. And I was like, oh.
What do? I must fix it.
I was like, why don't you like me? What have I done?
Yeah.
And I was like, so like, fixated on people that didn't like me. And I wanted to know why. Like, what was it that I'd done?
Like you were doing something wrong, but you weren't.
Yeah.
And just sometimes you don't click with people.
Yeah, I really wish that I knew that it wasn't anything I was doing. I knew I hadn't done anything wrong, yet I was like, what have I done?
Yeah, that's a good one actually.
Yeah, I wish I knew that people just aren't gonna like you just because.
Well, that's like what we were talking about earlier. It's sort of similar to what you were just saying. But it wasn't even that I was like, oh, people might not like me. I just assumed nobody liked me. People would invite me to parties in year 7 and I'd be like, it's a mistake. I'm not meant to be in that group. And then I remember one of my best friends, Paige, now, she turned around to me and was like, oh, did you get my Facebook message? Like, are you coming to the party? And I was like, oh no, I can't make it, because I felt like the only reason I'd been invited was to be like the laughing stock of the party.
That's crazy.
That's so sad. For some reason,
on how you felt about yourself.
Yeah, I believed that everyone disliked me. So I was just adamant everyone thought I was a weirdo.
Aww.
Right?
That's really sad.
And that's a stupid thought. That was actually a really sad topic. But they were all stupid thoughts. There's a lot of stupid thoughts when we were kids.
There's always a lot of stupid thoughts.
Have you ever lied to each other? I could think of one, but I'd then come clean to you about it after. So when I said I was going to Holly's but I wasn't, and I went somewhere else. So Holly covered for me. And then it wasn't until maybe like half a year later that I was like, so you know when I was at Holly's, I wasn't at Holly's.
I wasn't actually there. I don't lie.
That should put on a t-shirt as well. I don't lie, that's a lie.
Just pulling out.
I'm making you merch. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever lied to you. I did.
Oh, that was quick.
No,
is this something that you've now told me, or are you about to open
you
up?
found out, that's why.
Oh.
I said that I was sick and I wasn't coming to dancing, and you come to check on me. And I'd had like a sleepover and you couldn't get through the door.
I don't remember this.
How do you not remember this? I'd said, oh, I'm not coming, like, I don't feel well this morning. It was when you lived at Mum's. And you'd come back to Dad's to check on me to see if I was alright. On your... Before you went back to Mum's.
And you were there with all your pals.
And I was there with all my pals, having a sleepover. She was fuming.
We have lied to each other. Terrible.
Introvert or extrovert? Introvert or extrovert? Is that right?
Did you say it wrong the first time? I thought you said it fine.
Introvert
or extrovert. Speak properly, ladies.
Introvert or an extrovert?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to go with extrovert. Actually, it depends. It depends on the day. Have you seen that TikTok where it's like, when my extrovert self made plans and my introvert self now doesn't want to go?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I feel that.
I think I'm an introverted extrovert.
I'm trying to then decide what an extroverted introvert would be. Or is that what you said?
An extroverted introvert would be someone who was outgoing and was loud and bubbly, but liked to be alone, right? An introverted extrovert would be someone who is quiet and keeps themselves to themselves until they're comfortable and are then an extrovert.
So you would be...
an introverted extrovert.
And I would be an extroverted introvert.
Yeah.
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 I'm baffled, but we'll go with that.
That makes sense.
Funniest family member. Yeah, it would have to be you, wouldn't it?
It would have to be, wouldn't it?
I mean, sometimes I'm quite funny. You were laughing at me earlier.
Oh. Yeah.
I take it as a real big compliment when you laugh at me. No, because half the time I feel like you're definitely laughing at me.
No.
So I'm just doing something stupid.
I think I'm quite funny.
That's what you just did.
Like that. But then I think...
She's still talking. Okay, exclude yourself. Who's the funniest family member?
I don't know, because everyone's funny in their own way. Like, nobody's really...
How is it still not me? She's got rid of herself and it's still not me? This is so rude. She's laughing now. How is it still not me?
No, like, I feel like
You've got 3 left.
Dad could be really funny when he's not meaning to be funny. No offence, Dad, but we laugh at you because you're funny. Like,
He is funny. But he's not as funny as me.
I feel like you're unintentionally funny as well, though. You never actually mean to be, and then you don't find yourself funny, so then it's not funny anymore.
I find myself hilarious.
Okay, you then.
Do you know what? I don't want your pity.
I feel like I'm funny in like the younger sibling kind of funny way. I have to bring the humour, otherwise
You
what
got
else have
nothing
I
else.
got? Do you have an imaginary friend?
Oh.
Yes. Bob. No, I don't.
No. I was going to say, did you have an imaginary friend?
No, I had one when I was younger.
Oh, you did?
No, I didn't. I pretended I did.
No.
Because I thought everyone was meant to have one. No, I didn't have
That's really
one.
sad. I didn't have one. I also didn't pretend I had one either. Ask them, did anybody have imaginary friends? Or did you pretend to fit in? Which one were you?
Biggest red flags in a guy.
Cool.
Where do I start?
A massive one for me, if you were going on a date with someone, if they talk about themselves too much.
Too much.
Yeah, and if they talk about themselves and then follow it up with a question.
What about you?
What about you? And then don't go, oh, actually, that's really similar to everything that you've said.
You talking about me?
No, but it's a bit different.
What if they have the same thing?
Yeah, but you can still show genuine interest.
Do I show enough genuine interest in you before I go back to myself?
No, you don't.
Do I not?
No, you do.
Okay. I'm working on it. I try and relate every story back to myself to show understanding.
Yeah, I do the same and I get it, and I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, and like, if there's something in my head as well, I have to say it. So like, it's gonna come out.
You don't have to say it.
Oh, I try it. Well,
but you feel like you have to say it.
I wish I could not say it, you know what I mean? But like, if someone says something and I'm like, oh yeah, I've got a story for that, I'll jump in and be like, so yeah, I understand, carry on, wherever you were. I do understand that is very annoying, and I have said this before. I try and say it to everyone. I'm like,
She does recognise it.
I'm sorry I'm jumping in a conversation.
And I'm going to have so much to edit because she loves to waffle.
But yes, what was we saying?
Oh my god, prime example. Prime example.
What was the
I don't know. It would be on your phone.
Was it my question?
Yeah.
Biggest red flag?
Biggest red flags in a guy? Oh. No, that was not the question. It was because I
Somehow
said
we're talking about me.
biggest red flags.
I wonder why.
What we do. No, the biggest red flag is when people just constantly talk about themselves.
They never come back. They just take it. Take. All about me.
Yeah, take's a good one.
Like,
no give. Take.
Just take. Mine would be the way they speak about other women.
Yes, oh my god.
Like, this is a big one for me. I've had it in past things.
Have you? Tell me more. Tell me more.
I've had it when like they've not respected other, even just like talking about like someone on Instagram, someone posting something that they're like, what is it to you?
So?
I've had people say, oh, this person's posting this, and I'm like, well, unfollow them then.
You don't have to see it.
And like just hearing how they speak about their mum, and they're like,
yeah, that's a big thing.
They're
it's like
friends, like girlfriends, and like
seeing how somebody speaks to their family.
Yeah, like can you not respect your own mother? How are you gonna respect me?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you still videoing?
Yes. Can you see like how orange the light is getting right now? Because it's getting dark outside, so my light is doing more of the work. So if it's getting really orange, it's because we have literally been sat here for hours because we can't stop talking.
It's been 2 hours.
Oh my god!
You got a sneaky link?
Is that what it says? No, I do not. Do you?
No, I don't.
This is my last question that I have on here. And it is, has Kaylee left Pontins for good?
No.
Kaylee hasn't left Pontins full stop. Kaylee's still there. I don't know if I confuse people by saying, Kaylee's home. She's only home for the week.
I'm not home for good, guys.
She's just home for the week on like a little holiday.
Yeah.
Where she's got some time, and then she's going straight back, so...
Have I been fired?
She hasn't left.
Sorry for the confusion.
So that is all of the questions, and therefore the end of the video. Thank you for joining me. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for those of you that asked your questions. I thoroughly enjoyed myself answering them.
There was a lot of questions.
There was a lot of questions. The whole lighting has changed in here. It's like we've been through the entire day. But it's been fun. I feel like we've had some good conversations. Gonna go need some water now because I've just talked for 2 hours. My throat is killing me. But that was really fun. So thank you for asking your questions. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon in the next one. Bye. Life's too short, man. Crack on. Put that on a t-shirt.